Imagine a ship that doesn't just sail across the ocean. A ship that redefines the very meaning of the word cruise. A megastructure weighing hundreds of thousands of tons, yet feeling as light as a breath. A floating city destined to become not just the largest ship in the world, but a legend, a symbol of a new era. This is not a story about metal. It is a story about people, courage, millions of hours of design, and what happens when a company decides to build the impossible. And the name of that impossible dream is Icon of the Seas. To understand its scale, start with chaos. But to understand why Icon became what it is, we need to go back to the moment the cruise world was on the edge of a massive transformation, and Royal Caribbean began to ask, what comes next? Royal Caribbean headquarters in Miami. A big glass boardroom, a massive market diagram on the wall, dozens of analysts, engineers, and strategists. The cruise market is growing faster than ever. People want more experiences, more emotions, more unforgettable moments. But there's a problem. The biggest ships have already been built. The Oasis class convinced the world that cruising is no longer simply sailing. It's a megacity moving between islands. But Royal Caribbean wants more. During one pivotal meeting, the CEO says the sentence that changes everything. We must build the ship of the future. Not bigger, better. Not louder, smarter. The idea receives a temporary name, the ICON project. Not a new ship class, a complete reset of the cruise industry. A company's dream became an engineering nightmare. But announcing a dream is easy. Turning it into steel, metal, and functioning systems, nearly impossible. Royal Caribbean sends proposals to the biggest shipyards in the world. After months of negotiations, the choice lands on Meyer Turku in Finland, one of the few able to build something on this scale. Imagine a project 360 meters long, height of a 20-story building, enormous displacement. But the biggest challenge, the power system. The world is shifting to cleaner energy, and Royal Caribbean wants not just a giant ship. They want the most environmentally advanced megaship ever built. The task, a massive hull, record passenger load, enormous entertainment zones, water parks, pools, theaters, energy efficiency, and zero compromises. Engineers sit through countless nights. A revolutionary decision emerges: LNG-powered hybrid engines. For a ship this size, LNG is nearly space-age technology. No ship of this scale had used such a system before, but the team refuses to give up. When you aim for the impossible, you can't turn back. The next stage begins: designing the impossible. Royal Caribbean brings in architects, entertainment designers, environmental specialists, guest experience psychologists, yes, psychologists, because such a ship must be engineered around human emotion. The result? A set of concepts unlike anything at sea. Surfside, a revolutionary family neighborhood, a fully immersive world for families. Carousels, cafes, play zones, a living cartoon brought to life. Thrill Island, a theme park that outperforms many land parks. Huge slides, drops, water rides, the tallest slide at sea, frightening both. The Hideaway, a suspended infinity pool over the ocean. Royal Promenade, a 24/7 street of entertainment. Aquadome, the heart of the ship. A massive glass dome with gravity-defying water shows. Nothing like this had ever existed on the ocean. The path from blueprint to steel is a war. And now, the real battle begins. Meyer Turku lays the keel, the official start of construction. Hundreds of engineers, thousands of workers, millions of components. Construction proceeds block by block. Each block is as heavy as a Boeing aircraft. Giant cranes lift entire steel sections like Lego pieces, but weighing tens of tons. Each must align perfectly. Even a few millimeters off could cause disaster. Laser-guided systems, 3D scanning, and ultra-precise digital mapping become essential. Month after month, the steel skeleton grows. Structure becomes form. Form becomes a titan. And then, 2020 arrives. When everything collapsed, the world shuts down. Cruise operations stop globally. Entire fleets sit motionless. Funding is uncertain. Royal Caribbean faces its greatest crisis ever. Most companies would cancel the project. Too risky, too expensive, too unpredictable. But Icon is the symbol of their future. They make a shocking decision. Continue construction, no matter what. Strict health protocols, minimal teams, separated shifts. Progress slows, but the project survives. A Meyer Turku engineer says the famous line, "If we get through this, the ship will become a legend." And the legend was truly forming. The world begins to reopen. Before touching the ocean, Icon must survive a gauntlet of tests. 1. Vibration testing engines ignite at full power. Teams measure structural vibration across every deck. 2. Storm simulation. The hull is tested in extreme condition environments. 3. Energy system. Trials. The LNG system is activated step by step, like launching a rocket. 4. Navigation training. Captain and officers learn the new control system. Icon responds so smoothly that captains compare it to an electric car among ships. June 2023. Icon leaves the shipyard for open sea. Crowds gather, phones come out, social media explodes. Everyone wants to see the Titan of the seas. And finally, it happened. After years of work, crisis, and ambition, the ship slowly moves down the slipway. The steel giant meets the ocean gently, as if the sea itself welcomes him. Workers cheer, some cry. Helmets rise into the air. This is not a ship, it is victory. Passengers boarding Icon stop and go silent. Light, space, music, warm air, ocean breeze, the smell of fresh wood and sea salt. Every neighborhood feels like its own universe. Surfside, a living cartoon. Central Park, nature at the ship's heart. Thrill Island, pure adrenaline. Aquadome, the theater of the future. And the movement, you barely feel it. Icon sails like a spacecraft gliding over the horizon. Guests say, it feels like a futuristic resort that decided to sail. But for some, Icon is more than a ship. For the builders, Icon is legacy. With Icon's launch, the entire cruise industry changes. Competitors realize instantly the bar is too high. Icon wins awards. Most innovative ship, largest ship in the world, most talked about ship, most viral ship on social media reservations stretch months ahead. Icon of the Seas is not simply steel and engines. It is proof. Proof that a dream can become a floating skyscraper. Courage can become steel. Humanity can build the impossible. The future is something we create. Icon is not just a ship. It is an icon of the sea, an icon of ambition, an icon of what humans can achieve when they no longer fear their own potential.